Hello, this is Scott Rosano with Gigbuilder.com, and we are on lesson number 111. And we're going to go through appointments. Up till now, we've been generating some stuff to build into Gigbuilder. We've gone through tools and our system configuration. And through our system configuration, we've gone through a number of setup options. We've also gone into resources and created a meeting location. So you should have one or more of these sitting in here. And at that point, we are now ready to actually go and start creating things we can use in Gigbuilder. Now, creating appointments are pretty easy. And these are not events, these are appointments. These are client meetings. They may be appointments you need to do for your business, other things, just appointments, meetings, etc. They can even be online ones. So to create one, you could do it from the calendar. We'll do a little bit on the dashboard here. This calendar here represents whatever day of the month you're looking at. So in this case here, we're looking at today, which happens to be the 28th of November. There are no events scheduled right now, and you'll see more later. So from the options here, we can create a meeting straight from here, and it will create it for that day, which in this case happens to be today. You can also schedule an appointment here. You can also click on your meetings here, and when that pops out with nothing to display or has something to display, you could show it there. So there's a number of ways to create a meeting, and there's a few others we'll show you as time goes on. But for now, let's just do it from the dashboard. So calendar options, create meeting. And once Gigbuilder brings that up to you, you now have your meeting form. And we're going to just go through some of these, and this is the basics. This is the 100 series. We will be coming back to this in future videos, the 200, 300, 400 series, to show you more what you can do. But in this video here, it's just the basics. So to start with, we'd want to enter a meeting name, like client meeting or something. You can save a bunch of these and then use this drop down to find some. Now, oops, we don't have any more, so we need to start adding something. So I can just type a name in here and never use this, but if I want to, I can type it here. Like, for example, first client meeting. And I'm going to hit OK. Now what that's going to do is that's going to save that as an option, which means from this point forward, I can click this up arrow and all the different meetings that I saved have been here, simply to save you time. The next person is the facilitator, and that's usually you. And you can default this in prior video. I think I'm going to go ahead and show that on the setup. And you can set this person if you want to. It's not necessary, just who's in charge of the meeting. The next part is a location. Now, we just did locations in the prior video, and it should be here. Remember, we did the Nautilus River Valley Vineyards, so you can click that. If your listing doesn't appear here, or it's just at a one-time place, you could always just type the description, at which point you hit none, specify below, or you can create a quick one right here. And this will add it to your list, and you can go back and add the additional information when you need to. So those are the ways that you get into your location. And then you can describe the meeting here if you want to. And this is what the client will see, and you can type that if you want to. We're not going to do any one of them here because they are optional. A related event we will get into when we go into events in the 200 series. For now, just ignore it. The meeting type, leave it alone at meeting. There are other things here, for example, office, appointment, rehearsal, some other things that DJs in the past and photographers and videographers have asked for. So you can just leave that alone. The status of active, is it active? Did it complete? Are we archiving, or do we want it removed? So there are ways of getting rid of it. The date automatically comes in when you select it from the calendar, but here you would just select whatever date that you would want. We're going to keep it there. It also is going to default a start time and a duration, which we can set in settings, which was in our previous video. But they usually default to a noon start time with 1 hour, and I'm just going to make this 4 p.m. and I'm going to make it an hour and a half. Then we can also block the calendar before and after. Say, for example, the meeting's a long ways away and I want to block a couple of hours for driving. I can do that as well. And I can even color code the event. If I've got some events that are purple or whatever, that may just fling out at me, like I may color code them for doctor appointments or something. As we go to the next sections here, the meeting attendees, this is all advanced, and you can leave this alone for now. It's not necessary to create a meeting. Likewise with notifications. We will go over this in a prior time and show you how, future time, and you will see how notifications go out, both text and by email, and even by voice calls. And so we will get to that as well. But as it stands, all you've had to fill out to create a meeting is the name, location, start time, duration, and that's about it. When you're done, hit save and close. It'll register the meeting. It should take us back to the dashboard. And from the dashboard, we should be able to see our yellow showing that we now have a meeting on a particular date. So congratulations, you've added your first thing into Gigbuilder. We've got our meetings going. You've got your basic understanding of meetings. And now we're ready for the next video.